What do you mean good
Delusional.
coverage?
He was there with him.
I'm
he
watching.
was on his fucking back. He was covered like peanut butter on toast, bro.
Bro, okay, look, I'm literally watching it on my phone right now. I will insert it in the fucking YouTube clip. Literally, look at this. Boom, hits him with the fake, and he slips. That's crazy. He was like
the end of the
5
fucking
foot.
route, bro.
He already had the ball. He was already in the end zone. The 13-3 touchdown by the Rams. I'm not delusional. Your team is ass. Yo, welcome everybody this back. Oh my god, I just fucking butchered that. That's crazy.
Welcome everybody this back.
I'm leaving that in.
Welcome everybody this back.
I'm leaving it in. Fuck it. Welcome everybody back to this episode of the 2-minute warning. I'm your host Ethan. Lucas is on remotely. Alright, no comment. Alright, whatever. We're back to
I did, but it cut out, so it's just fuck it.
We're back with the weekly episode. We're going to break down everything last week, talk about some new trades that occurred the past few days, obviously getting close to the trade deadline. And then we'll go over next week like usual, talk a little bit more about the sportsbook part of the game, and yeah. You want to start with last week's game? We'll go over our picks that we made last week. So, Texans-Jets. Do you want to start this off?
Started off really good, and started off really good, and then went downhill for me personally. I said the Jets were going to win. Performance from Garrett Wilson throwing that Jordan logo up, and then Davante Adams hit on the parlay. Lose Parlays is back for this week. You'll stay tuned till the end to hear what you should bet on. So Davante Adams did his job. No humiliation ritual for me. No shaved head. None of that. So that's good. But yeah. I mean, Texans were very hurt. Obviously, didn't have a lot of guys. Mixon, top 5 running back in the league still. CJ Stroud struggled with his efficiency. But I wouldn't really worry if I was a Texans fan. Nico should be back this week. And yeah.
Yeah,
solid performance from the Jets.
They're missing their pieces that they usually rely on. Obviously, Tank Dell relied on a lot, had 126 yards, 6 for 9. So, but nobody else really even necessarily close to that kind of targets. They tried to get Robert Woods into the game a little bit, but
they
not much.
Wide receiver depth.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Tried to use Dalton Schultz, same thing. Couldn't really get him into the game, and obviously CJ Stroud just couldn't get the completions. So, obviously, he didn't really have much going on there. Obviously, Joe Mixon used quite a bit as usual. And then on the Jets side, Aaron Rodgers, 3 passing touchdowns for 211 yards, looking vintage. Breece Hall's not really like doing that great this year, honestly.
He did fine.
I've been saying this all season.
Just had to pass it.
Hella overrated this year, but no disrespect at all. Breece Hall's still a dog. And then, Garrett Wilson's 2 tutties for 90 yards. I think I talked about this last week. He's getting the more favorable coverage compared to Davante Adams because everybody's going to be doubling up on Davante, using their best corner to play against him. So Garrett Wilson's getting easier coverage, and he's getting way more looks. But regardless, both had over 90 yards. Mike Williams, 6 yards, is no longer on the team. So we'll talk about that a little bit
later. Which we will talk about. He will be good.
Talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I picked the Texans for this game.
It's great for fantasy purposes.
I picked the Texans for this game, but Jets really needed this one, so they pulled this one out for a 3-touchdown game. So that was my first L of the week, but it gets better, I promise.
And then your second L of the week.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
I really thought. Do you know what? It could have happened, but when you put Cooper Rush in, which I don't really agree with, should have been Trey Lance. But regardless, you put your backup in. Looks like Dak's going to be done for.
Yeah, I just want to clarify this. When I said last week you put Trey Lance in, let him get reps over Dak, I didn't mean Dak Prescott injure himself. Just want to make that clear. I had nothing to do with Dak Prescott's injury, even though I said I think Trey Lance deserves to be starting. Now, Jerry Jones he might go with the ginger fuck. But I he has, like I said, when you're in a situation like the Cowboys and you're losing games, you go with the younger guy majority of the time.
Well, I'm curious to who they look at next.
Obviously, there's exceptions to that, but I think you go with the younger guy, especially the guy that was the number 3 pick not too long ago. But
they are going into a bye week.
I said the Falcons were gonna. They came back.
No, they're not going to
and
a bye week.
Yeah,
so. They. I'm curious who they look to against the Eagles next week. Cooper Rush did have.
We know who they're gonna look to.
Trey Lance. Dak's done. He's already on.
They
IR.
should, but because because it's Jerry Jones, they're gonna look to the ginger fuck.
Cooper Rush.
5-1 in games that he started, so you can't fault them completely. But come on, guys.
Regardless, they just could not get the ball to their weapon. CeeDee Lamb didn't really have. He had 8 receptions on 12 targets, but he was cooking up a little bit. But I don't think the Dak Prescott injury helped him all that much. Same thing, Jake Ferguson, good game as well.
Injured.
Dak Prescott injury is not going to benefit them at all. But I picked the Cowboys because I wasn't expecting fucking Kirk Cousins to be vintage Kirk Cousins and throw 222 yards and 3 pass touchdowns.
He's been like this all year, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Like this all year, pretty much, except the first 2 games.
He was able to get a touchdown to all 3 of his
Cowboys are
receivers.
just bad. Like,
so, yeah. Cowboys are
the
bad.
best receiver on that team.
Darnell Mooney, though. I don't think anybody saw Darnell Mooney coming, but hell of a game. He's had a hell of a year. Shout out Darnell Mooney. Moving on.
Facts. Come on the podcast, please.
Moving on. We got the Ravens dropping 41
I thought this was going to be
points
the trap game.
on the Broncos' head. Yeah, you picked the Broncos. I was confident in the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, he's not my MVP, but he's still fucking the best quarterback.
Top 5.
He's still the best quarterback in the league this year. I don't think it's really. It is debatable, but like, not really. 3 passing touchdowns, 280 yards this game.
He's not the best quarterback. You know who's the best quarterback?
If you say Jaden Daniels, I'm gonna slap you across the face.
White guy in Detroit, and his name's not Eminem.
Jared Goff's having a hell of a year. So
Jared Goff.
You were
now playing like the best quarterback in the league.
You were a Jared Goff hater last year.
Jared Goff hater. I just thought it was a little overhyped because a lot of the shit they were doing was like they were barely getting out of here. Or,
then you were glazing Derek Carr. I'm pretty sure last year at some point you said Derek Carr is better than Jared Goff. So
I didn't.
Swear to God. Regardless, I'm gonna get to Derek Carr because I got a lot to say about Derek Carr. But the Ravens, Derrick Henry.
Pre Michael Thomas CTE rant from this guy. Sorry, this just pisses me off, bro. Because Michael Thomas is literally on his couch with a fucking foot fungus fucking infection, turf toe, and he's talking about Derek Carr is murdering his wide receivers. Brother, join it. CTESPN with Antonio Brown. I'm sorry, I love Michael Thomas, but you can't go out there and be like, this guy's murdering his fucking receivers. No, bro, Derek Carr minds his business. Yeah, there's some questionable balls, but every quarterback has thrown questionable balls. Like, Patrick Mahomes blew out his fucking wide receiver one's knee. No one's talking about how that was everyone wants to fucking lead Patrick Mahomes. So, shut the fuck up, Michael Thomas. I'm sorry. I love you as a player, but I don't love you as a fucking Twitter analyst, bro, because you're not it. I'm sorry.
Regardless, Derrick Henry, he's going to go down as a top 5 running back of all time. He's not slowing down. From what I see, he is on pace to break Eric Dickerson's record as long as he doesn't get injured and he stays healthy. But he's hit 2,000 once before. He can easily get there, I think.
He's not gonna.
We'll see, but he's definitely going to break. I think he's going to break 2K this year. But yeah, Ravens.
I don't think he's going to.
Pummel the Broncos. Broncos can't get anything going offensively. Cortland Sutton finally got a look, or he had a passing touchdown. Okay, well, 2 Bo Nix.
Yeah,
that's
Bo
crazy.
Nix, wide receiver 1 in Denver.
That's wild. Moving on, Bills Dolphins. I was at this game. First of all, Bills fans are crazy. I go to this game with a buddy of mine. He's a Dolphins fan.
Justified.
I go to this game with a. Meanwhile, this guy, he's a 16-year-old kid, so it's not like he's, an adult, and he just gets ripped like the whole game, like fucking.
You should get ripped for being a fucking Dolphins fans in 2024.
Like he's literally like yelling like "Go Dolphins! Shut up, you pussy!" like that's all we hear behind us.
I do the same shit. Why the fuck are you going to Buffalo and talking about "Go Dolphins," bro?
Oh, it was funny.
Oh, pussy!
It was funny. Obviously, like I not really cheering for other team. I made a few parlays just to make the game a little bit more enjoyable. But regardless, obviously, I was able to watch this game fully. Man, Josh Allen, he was able to get his depth receivers going. He was able to find Mac Hollins. He was able to find Ray Davis ran for a touchdown. Like I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like
casual.
Like crazy. Ray Davis with the touchdown. Quentin Morris got a touchdown. And Mac Hollins with the touchdown. They were able to get the depth guys going. But Dalton Kincaid had a good game. Keon Coleman, I think the coverage wasn't very favorable for Keon Coleman, but regardless, he caught a couple balls. He caught the 2-point conversion. So again, Josh Allen, I think he throws his first interception of the year, maybe. Like throws one pick that was not his fault. It literally hit off Coleman's head. So it was a very catchable ball that was picked off. But regardless, Bills,
was it though?
It was catchable. It was catchable. On the other side of the ball, Dolphins, Tua looked good. He wasn't scared to run the ball himself, which I was worried about going into this game. Obviously, he jumps for that first down.
It was literally Devon A-Chain masterclass.
Devon A-Chain masterclass, runs for that 90-yard or that 60-yard touchdown.
Back-to-back games with an interception now, thanks to the fucking Seattle Seahawks. But,
Devon A-Chain got going. Jalen Waldo had a receiving touchdown. He gets an injury, limps off the field as if like he's not coming back. Next play, he's back on the field and catches a touchdown. It was wild. And then at the end of the game,
Jalen Waddle, by the way. He sold my parlay.
Yeah, he sold a lot of people's parlay. At the end of the game, they try and flip a lateral. He runs 20 yards backwards and gets tackled. A lot of people were very happy with that. He ended up with negative yards because of it. So, regardless, but
what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry. Take the fucking safety at that point, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It
just gave me flashbacks to the fucking Raiders game last year.
Definitely.
The Raiders versus Patriots, bro. Do you remember that shit? Oh my god, that shit was... Anyway.
Definitely questionable. But regardless, I think Miami looked good. But obviously, with this loss, their season's pretty much a wrap. So,
it's very open. Like, that division's super open. It's really just the Bills to lose.
It's the Bills, but everybody else,
I
don't see another.
Jets are done. I mean, they could make a run. All they have to do is make a run, and now they're healthy. So,
but they got a tough schedule. So,
not really.
Who do they
it's
play?
It's very much in front of them, I think.
They play the Rams, which I don't think is a winnable game for them. I think it's a toss-up.
No, that's winnable. That's winnable for sure.
And then they play the Raiders.
They have the Rams. Well, Patriots winnable, Packers winnable, Jets winnable, Texans not winnable, 49ers winnable the way they've been playing. It is, bro. Did you see how the fuck you guys lost to the Lions, bro? They came to your fucking stadium,
lie.
an open fucking a dome team, and literally did whatever they fucking wanted to you.
That's a lie.
Really? Did you watch it?
That's crazy. That is not a winnable game.
Did you watch it?
What? Watch what?
All right, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this.
Okay, regardless.
When it's either a one-score game or the Dolphins win.
Regardless, Dolphins, they had too many drops, I think.
Too much time on this shit.
So, but yeah, good game. Hell of an atmosphere. Highmark Stadium. Definitely a game to remember. Moving on. Panthers beat the shit out of the Saints. Actually, not really. The Saints lose by 1 point.
They lost by one. They won by 1.
Regardless, you want to talk about Bryce Young?
That's the only thing. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. They traded like his entire team, or not traded. Half of his team was injured, and the other half was ass. And he came out, balled out. Did pretty good, showed flashes, and
I think
the Saints would have won this game if they were fully healthy. But yeah, Saints made a lot of mistakes.
That Chris Olave injury,
offensively and defensively.
Chris Olave gets stretched off.
They're playing for picks now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he's good. He's fine. 5 concussions is pretty rough for Olave, so that's something to keep an eye on. But I'm not worried. Like, the Saints realistically playing for a pick. I mean, just past 2 years has been injuries like everywhere. I mean,
and thing is,
Bears playing with a broken hand and rib.
But I think the real question is
like, this was the first week back.
Do they move away from Derek Carr in the offseason, or like, because in all fairness, I'm a big Derek Carr guy.
Who do they go with?
I don't know, but
Carr guy. Since when have you been a big Derek Carr guy? Never been a big Derek Carr guy.
No. On a personal level, like, I do not think he's.
You just lied.
Ass. Okay, I don't think he's ass, but he's fucking mid. He is not a top 10 quarterback in the league. He is so mid.
No, he's not top 10, but he's good enough to win you games, and that's
he's
a lot.
He's not good enough to win you a Super Bowl.
Lot.
I don't think mid quarterback play is going to win a Super Bowl. It just doesn't. You just don't win Super Bowls with mid quarterback play. It just doesn't happen. It's half the reason why the Niners lost last year. Mid quarterback play.
No, it's not.
Like, Brock Purdy didn't play bad.
We're not going to talk about mediocre. We're not going to talk about how many mediocre quarterbacks have won a championship.
In the past 10 years? Not many.
The Eagles?
When the Eagles won? Yeah, Nick Foles.
Not the most recent Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, the Nick Foles Eagles. Nick Foles played out of his mind. He played Sam Darnold out of his mind. That was not mid quarterback play. That was fucking insane quarterback play for a backup quarterback. He won Finals MVP. Like, that's
just because he got a receiving touchdown.
Really? Okay.
Bro.
Regardless, it's very
Nick
rare
Foles
that
is mediocre, bro. Nick Foles can win a championship. So can fucking Derek Carr. Derek Carr is millions times better than Derek fucking.
Not with that Saints team. Nick
Foles
had a prime fucking Jason Kelce, prime Zach Ertz, prime fucking. I don't know if LaShawn McCoy was there. I don't think he was. I don't remember who the running back was at that time. But regardless,
doesn't matter. The Saints need to figure shit out. I think firing Dennis Allen is a step in the right direction. I know Michael Thomas doesn't believe so, but Michael Thomas is on the couch for a reason right now.
Now moving on, Bengals, Raiders. I was very I very much criticized the Bengals play calling in recent weeks, and the thing is,
fire Zach Taylor! Fire Zach Taylor!
No, I stand by that, man. Like, I do stand by that because when you score 41 points and Jamar Chase is still pissed off after the game, I mean,
who said he was pissed off? Do you have inside information?
I have inside information.
They fucking.
No, I'm going to talk about another player that's pissed off. I'm going to talk about another player that's pissed off in a few games, but they got the depth guys going.
Me.
Chase Brown, you didn't hit that 2+
Chase Brown
parlay.
is not a depth guy. Chase Brown is a GOAT.
Cincinnati goes out and signs who'd they fucking
Chase Brown.
No, they signed somebody.
Even though he didn't, I bet 2 touchdowns for Chase Brown because I didn't think Joe Burrow was gonna continue passing until the very final fucking second. I figured, they'd give him, a little, but it's okay. I'm not mad at Chase Brown. I mean, he dominated, but
Chase Brown 2+. You had him on the parlay, but he's the guy. They go and get Khalil Herbert today.
But I mean,
they get Khalil Herbert to help out with.
I don't think Khalil Herbert adds anything.
Well, I think this is because Zach Moss is probably done for the year, but I think this is Jake Brown's
but it doesn't
Chase
matter.
Brown's backfield to lose. Chase Brown's
he literally had 27 carries and over 120 yards. Like,
he's the guy.
He put up Saquon Barkley numbers last week. So now it is the Raiders. So, who knows? But
that's what I mean. They've got.
It's going to be an interesting
dropping
week for
41
them.
points on probably the worst team in the league is not a proud achievement.
Worst team in the league is crazy. I wouldn't say they're the worst team in the league. But we can both agree they should put Ritter out next week.
Well, they play the Ravens.
Drop the touchdown.
So it's gonna be a hard one.
Doesn't matter, bro. I'm betting on the Raiders if Ritter plays.
Oh my god!
And starts.
Chill with Ritter. Oh my goodness. Chargers, Browns.
Truth, bro. I'm telling you, people gave up on Ritter too quick, bro.
Jameis Winston looking like fucking Bucks. Jameis Winston throwing 3 picks. That is a Jameis game right there.
Did I not say that would happen?
Well, you picked the Browns. No, you picked the Chargers. I mean, look, I'm a big Jameis guy.
We're gonna get Jameis Winston where he, 1 week he'll get 3 touchdowns and the next week he'll throw 3 interceptions. That's just what Jameis Winston does.
That's the Jameis we know. But I think regardless of the interceptions, they just could not get the offense going. Even Nick Chubb couldn't really get
it was rough.
Much.
Nick's the worst running back in the league since he's come back.
That's crazy.
Dead ass. He has the worst yards per carry in the league.
That's crazy. But yeah, I think the Browns.
You wouldn't trade him for a bag of peanuts. I offered this guy. Who did I offer you? I think I offered you. And who else? And J.K. Dobbins for Nick Chubb, and you said no.
Speaking of J.K. Dobbins, two touchdown game.
Fucking goat! Shut up, J.K. man. I always knew J.K. Dobbins was going to go crazy.
What about Quentin Johnson? You want to talk about the Quentin Johnson game? Hell of a game from him. 118 yards and a touchdown. 4 for 5. This is not the Quentin Johnson. All we had to do was have a little faith in him. There's just a little.
Oh, last year he was genuinely shit.
No, I knew that, but he still had the potential to.
I can't even lie. I
think people gave up on him a little too early.
He was awful.
But
I mean, it was his rookie year. If people were giving up on him, that's crazy. But
revenge game. Good game for the Chargers.
He's the deep threat they always wanted. And my boy, JP. Josh Palmer with the tutty.
Yeah, it's our boy. We love our Canadian guys. We love our Canadian guys. We love Chase Brown, Josh Palmer.
I mean, even if he wasn't Canadian, that's been my boy. Before I knew he was Canadian, that's been my boy. I drafted him in fantasy last year or the year before. He went crazy for me. I mean, just a dog. Just a dog.
Speaking of the Browns, what about your boy? I mean, he's not on the Browns anymore, but he was Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Hey, he's on the best team in the league. He's on the best team in the league.
He's the wide receiver 6 on the best team in the league.
He's on the best team in the league. And that legacy run in 2022, where he was going crazy and was catching touchdowns and running these deep routes, getting these 20-yard
Sure he
catches.
had like 2 good games.
That I will never forget that.
He had 2 good games.
Those two good games clutched the fuck up for me. That 2022 year with the receiving core of Josh Palmer and Donovan Peoples-Jones carried the fuck out of me somehow. I don't know how, but it did. And it worked. And I'm not going to complain. But my 3 receivers were Josh Palmer, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Juju Smith-Schuster. And it might have been the greatest year I had in fantasy. So I can't even be mad.
Washington Commanders beat the shit out of the New York Giants 27-22. Obviously, this was a game that they were leading pretty heavily to begin the game. And New York Giants with a fourth quarter comeback.
I don't know. Did you pick the Giants?
I didn't know. I picked
Washington.
You didn't. I picked Washington.
You were close to, though. You were like, "Oh, this might be the trap game."
Yeah, it was a trap game, and somehow Daniel Jones didn't play like fucking Daniel Jones. Usually he's ass.
He threw his first touchdown at MetLife since before Patrick Mahomes won his back-to-back championships.
Remember the New York Giants playoff
2022,
game?
I think?
Was that last year where they had the playoff game and Daniel Jones actually played really fucking amazing in the first game?
No, it was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I think. 2 or 3 years ago.
Dude, what is this team? I don't.
Saquon Barkley on fantasies. We're gonna talk about Saquon soon, but wow.
Then Neighbors 9 for 11.
Okay, Patriots Titans. Oh yeah, well we know Neighbors. If he plays, the Giants lose. That's basically just the method I go with. Scary Terry also hit on the anytime touchdown for the Halloween weekend.
That was my pick.
You're welcome for anyone who bet that.
That was my pick. I told you, Scary Terry Halloween would be the vibe.
I'll give you that. You reminded me of Scary Terry's existence.
Yeah,
and he hit the 2 touchdown mark. So shout out to him. Shout out to you. So yeah.
I know how to pick who's gonna score. I got inside information. Regardless, Drake May, not the best of games.
Ladies and gentlemen,
wasn't very efficient. Threw 2 picks. Obviously, nothing to worry about.
Why the fuck you picked the Patriots? After the Titans actually didn't look awful against the Lions, you picked the Patriots, which is just kind of weird in my opinion. Drake May was
gonna have a revenge.
Patriots need to go and
they just couldn't.
They can't get a revenge game in his rookie year. That's not how it works.
Well, they couldn't get the run game going, so that kind of
revenge of the Titans. Like, what the fuck is that?
Remember the Titans. I think that's what it is. Anyways,
no. Revenge, because you're saying it was a revenge game for what? Just being shit?
Yeah, for the concussion, for being out with a concussion.
Oh my god, dude. No, he's gonna join Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown soon.
So Mason Rudolph, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 240 yards. I don't think this Will Levis is going to be a starting quarterback ever again in this league. I don't think he's ever getting another start. And imagine losing your starting job to Mason Rudolph.
Desperate. Hey, Mason Rudolph wins games.
That's what I mean.
Imagine.
It's just hilarious that you draft somebody so high, and now they're on your bench. The Colts. Anyways,
okay?
I said the Colts. The Colts.
But Will Levis wasn't like super hot. Anyway, yeah.
Now this game I want to talk about in depth a little bit. The Bears, Cardinals. The Cardinals obviously they.
I don't, because this game was painful.
So there's a bunch of things wrong with this game. I'll start with Matt Eberflus, who should never, ever...
You should take the reins on this, because I fucking hated this game. I couldn't even watch the whole shit.
This guy I hate this guy more than Zach Taylor, to be honest. The only reason I hate this guy more than Zach Taylor is because he has a rookie quarterback that he's ruining. He's ruining Caleb Williams right now. And no, seriously. And the Bears have gone through too many fucking rookie quarterbacks in the past 10 years to stunt the development of another one. Between Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields,
was a dog.
Williams.
Mitch Trubisky was a dog.
Yeah, and then they fired their coach midseason, and he never had a starting job ever again. Yeah. So that's the thing that's wrong.
He was done super dirty.
I don't think Matt Eberflus should have even had a job to begin this year, and they're really proving as to why. DJ Moore is pissed off.
4-4.
DJ Moore
pissed off.
He is okay. This guy, right? He's running his route. He sees that he's not going to be getting the football. He just walks off the field, goes and sits on the bench while Caleb Williams is still
you falling for the false news. You falling for the false news.
You mean the fact that he
stepped out of
injured
bounds
himself
on his route? No. He stepped out of bounds on his route. So instead of being past the ball and having a flag, he walked off so he wouldn't get past the ball and it'd be a flag.
Regardless, you can still. That's not an excuse though. You can still block. Why can't you block?
No. What's he gonna block?
Somebody. Regardless,
No.
Okay.
You can't block when it's a passing play and you're a receiver. That's illegal, bro.
Okay. What about another play where he walked his route? Did you see him walk his route where he wasn't the first option? He was the back option on the route, and he walked it.
They were losing 29.
He half-assed it. That's not an excuse.
No, bro.
That is not an excuse. That is not
an excuse.
Then this is why you sit at home.
Fucking Chicago Bears.
And this is why you sit at home and don't play football. Because that is no excuse. Any coach would fucking bench you for that.
I do play football.
It's
different, bro. It's different.
Yeah, because regardless, no effort, no production, no targets. That's it.
No, bro. It's not DJ Moore's fault.
No, I'm not saying it's DJ. I'm not saying it's DJ Moore's fault. I'm saying it's Matt Eberflus's fault. But I'm just saying, being a crybaby about it is not going to help at all. You're going to end up either on the fucking couch without a fucking job, or you're going to end up as the wide receiver 3, Stephon Diggs.
Okay, the day DJ Moore. The day DJ Moore becomes someone sitting on his couch like Michael Thomas is the day I will retire from talking about football.
Just the way I look at it is like, look,
he was on where he jogs his route instead of sprints full run because they're down 20. Get him benched. I'm sorry, I don't blame him. Walking out of bounds, that was a bad narrative that was put on him. He stepped out of bounds. He made the smart choice of not drawing a flag. People don't understand it. Like, it's just frustrating, bro. DJ Moore, I understand. I don't even think it's the coach's fault. I just think, it's partially the coach's fault, but
they're not winning
it's the O-line. The O-line, that shit done. They're 4-4. They're 500. They just happen to be in the best fucking division in the NFL. If you're like any fucking division, they're fine. They're second in majority of divisions. So it's just coincidence, bro. They're fine. They lose 2 games in a row. One because Tyreek Stevenson was fucked, and then the other because it was just the game just got away from them and they couldn't, put it together.
I just don't see them.
I don't blame anyone for that.
Finishing with a winning record this year, considering the attitude of their players and the play calling of the coach. I don't see it. Going anyway. I just see it getting worse.
On to the next game.
Jags, Eagles.
The next game, the Jags cover the spread. I knew the Jags were going to cover the spread. I think I said this last episode. I said I think Eagles win, but Jags cover the spread. Now I did bet on the Jags to win. Basically because I thought ETN was gonna go crazy. He didn't really go crazy. I took the Eagles. Saquon fucking Barkley.
Yeah, I was about to say
Saquon fucking Barkley is the best running back in the league. I don't give a fuck.
Derrick Henry. Don't forget Derrick Henry.
He is the fucking best. Derrick Henry is not fucking backwards hurdling anyone. I don't give a fuck. He's not. Saquon Barkley just made the craziest play in NFL fucking history. This is a play we have never seen before, and this is a play we will never see again. Lots of people are gonna try and do this, but none of them are Saquon fucking Barkley. I'm sorry, but Saquon is him. Saquon, best running back in football right now. I mean, yeah, you can't
they get the job done.
He's just a
2 touchdowns.
Saquon. Jalen Hurts. You were hating on the Eagles early. You were saying Jalen Hurts needs to be benched. Jalen Hurts is a fucking dog.
I was hating on Jalen Hurts, but Jags couldn't get the offense going, and Trevor Lawrence couldn't stay efficient with the passing game. It was either a pick or it was way over someone's head or way too low. So, yeah, too much.
Didn't have receivers.
He's got Brian Thomas Jr. is a dog.
Have receivers. Okay, and he did shit. He couldn't fucking catch shit this game.
Lions, Packers, at Lambeau Field, Packers lose. I pretty much saw this coming. I knew that the Lions defense was going to be too much pressure for Jordan Love to not make any mistakes, in which he did. Throws a bad pick. Again, poor decisions are costing.
What Jordan Love does.
It's I said it before. It's like he's a mini Brett Favre. I'm telling you, he just can't not make bad decisions, which is unfortunate because he's so skilled. But again, just can't decide where to put the ball. He can't take sacks. He's just gonna try and flip it up, and then it ends up being a bad pick. So, Josh Jacobs, a fucking dog.
Don't have a receiver. Like, if you guys had a really good receiver, you'd be fine. If you had Devontae Adams still, you'd be fine. But you guys don't have a receiver to take off the running game. Josh Jacobs is the only bright spot on this team. And then, obviously, Wilson had a great game. But, like, you guys don't have a receiver one. As much as everyone wants to think it's Jayden Reed, it's not Jayden Reed. Yes, he's like, you think,
I said this last year. Good year. I said this last year. We have 4 wide receiver 2s. Like, that's it. Like, they're all wide receiver 2.
Not even 2s.
Jaden Reed's he's a 2. He's
not a
3. Dobbs is a 3.
Reed is a 2.
Watson's probably a 2.
Dobbs is a 3.
Borderline 2.
Wicks is a 4.
Wicks is a 3.
Watson's a 3.
Yeah, Watson's
he's a 4, 3. Bro.
Wicks is
not good. I don't know why you guys think he is good, but
regardless, again, just bad.
Lions are just the best team in football.
And
Lions are the best team in football. The Lions are probably going to win the fucking Super Bowl the way they're playing. I mean, they just can't be stopped. They're uber efficient. Jared Goff is the MVP. If I was voting, I would probably vote Jared Goff right now.
It's all still up in the air, to be honest, but.
Over there. I mean, it's up in the air, you could say, but I mean, they're 7-1. They've won 6 in a row, and against good fucking teams. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if they went 14-3. The way their schedule looks. So, I mean,
Rams.
They're looking amazing.
Right, I just want to move right into this game because I got a lot of criticism about this game. So, I'll let you go first, Rams.
Fucking criticizing, okay?
Rams,
I don't need you
Seahawks.
fucking criticizing. This is basically just what happened, okay? We don't have DK Metcalf, so immediately that's a big red flag.
Look, okay, GSN played amazing.
No, listen. Okay, yes, just listen, okay? We didn't have DK. I know a lot of people. DK Metcalf's not the team. Blah 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 blah. No, but he opens the fucking game up so much to where when we get in these third and long fucking just third and long situations where we need that option, DK is always there and he's always fucking open. So instead of going out so many fucking times, we can throw it to DK. Now, JSN looked fucking amazing, right? Obviously. But I don't
3
know.
picks?
Mike, not a fan. Okay, just chill. A lot of those were not Geno's fault, but
you say that every week.
Seahawks.
Every week, it's not Geno's fault. At one point, do you say, "Hey, it's your fucking fault, buddy. You're playing like ass." Like this.
He's not playing. He leads the league in yards. Like,
he also leads the league in picks.
Okay. Here's the thing. No, he doesn't. Here's the thing. Okay. Mike McDonald hasn't been.
Geno
good.
leads the league in picks right now, buddy.
Motherfucker, let me fucking talk, okay? The Seahawks, Mike McDonald hasn't been a good coach. I'm sorry. He hasn't been a good coach. Mike McDonald has come and he was the best defensive coordinator in the league last year. Everyone comes in, he thinks, okay, this is gonna, if there was any team, any coach to install the Legion of Boom 2, it's gonna be Mike McDonald. He's a defensive-minded coach. We're getting into a fucking shootout. It's a problem. I'm sorry. It's fucking ridiculous. And one play that sticks out in my mind. Time down. Okay, it's like 4th and 1. Okay, I know we don't have DK, but we have 2 wide receiver 1s basically. Now Lockett is a 2 or a 3 now, but we have so many fucking options. We have Noah Fant. We have Walker can catch the ball. Charbonnet can catch the ball. Like everyone on our team has good hands. Okay,
this pick,
and you decide to go out there. I'm talking about picks right now. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Someone's butthurt.
And we decide to run it up the fucking middle. When Kenneth Walker has a 3.0 average this game and the Rams have a really good fucking run defense. What the fuck are we doing, Mike? Mike McDonald needs to fucking, something. Trick play. I'd rather a fucking sneak with Geno or a sneak with fucking Sam Howell rather than just run it up the fucking middle. The most obvious fucking play. We're on the 10-yard line. Now, I know you want to trust your defense and shit, but our defense has been getting torched all fucking year because of your fucking play calling. I'm sorry. We can't put Demarcus Robinson in one-on-one coverage. Like, bro, what? I don't care. Like, yes, Reek covered that. That was good coverage by Reek, and it was all Demarcus Robinson. But
that was not good coverage. That was not good coverage. I just watched the touchdown. He fucking slipped, bro. That's not good coverage. What do you mean good coverage?
He was there with him. He was
watching
on his fucking back. He was covered like peanut butter on toast, bro.
Bro, okay, look, I'm literally watching it on my phone right now. I will insert it in the fucking YouTube clip. Literally, look at this. Boom, hits him with the fake, and he slips. That's crazy. He was like
the end of the
5
fucking
foot.
route, bro.
He already had the ball. He was already in the end zone. The 13-3 touchdown by the Rams. I'm not
all Demarcus Robinson.
All right,
we couldn't have done anything fucking better in that fucking play.
All right, let's watch this man coverage run, okay?
But that's play calling.
Deep shot, yeah. Okay, that is a bad defensive play call because he's running man coverage on a deep route, which is not ideal for an overtime play. Look. The linebacker gets he lets him by. There's no blockage by the Seahawks linebacker here. Stafford scrambles out, throws a deep ball, and it's one-on-one coverage there. He pushes Demarcus Robinson away from him. The fact that he already got beat by Demarcus Robinson goes to show that he's not a good corner. He's not a good corner. He gets cooked every week.
You're delusional.
He gets cooked every week. Every receiver that he covers has at least a touchdown every week. So flash ahead to next week's touchdown. Whoever the Seahawks are playing, pick their wide receiver 1 because Reek Woolen's going to get fucking cooked. So,
okay. Yeah. No. Do it.
I'm calling it. He's going to get cooked, dude. He's the fucking awful. Why?
Yeah, it's not like he's, top 10 for interceptions or anything in the league, right? No.
He's getting cooked every week in coverage.
He's not getting cooked. He's not.
Last week, he gets cooked by fucking. Who did they play last week? They got.
Act like he's guarding him the whole fucking game, bro. Like
He gets cooked by
like,
Keon
it's
Coleman.
good coverage. It's just these receivers. Oh my god.
Week before.
You're slow, bro.
Week before. Gets cooked by Drake Lardman.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Casual.
I don't know how
I'm sorry.
football
That's
works.
ridiculous.
You guys are losing games. How can you say that I don't know how football works?
Okay,
when you
we're
guys
not
are getting-
losing games because of Rick Willen. We are losing games because of Mike McDonald.
In four out of the last 5
sorry.
games, you guys have lost by 20 plus points.
That's not true.
Really?
That's literally not true.
Last week, you guys lose 26 to the Rams. Week before, you guys lose 31 points scored by the Bills. Week before that, the game I didn't include, the Falcons still scored 14 points. Week before that, you guys, the Niners score 36
You said we
points.
lost by 20 or more. Where have we lost by 20 or more? We haven't lost by 20 or once this season.
The other team has scored
Maybe
over
against
20
the
points.
Bills.
Over 20 points. You guys have
You can look
scored
at
on.
every fucking team. They did that. Every fucking team has had that
The
happen.
Giants scored 29 points on your dome. Your guys' defense is ass. What do you mean?
Fuck up.
29 points scored on your dome weekly, 42 points by the Lions. You guys haven't let up less than 20 points in, like, besides the one game, in fucking, like, 8 weeks since week 3.
Are you okay? Okay, if you wanna do that, let's do that. Okay, the Packers, 24 by the Lions, 27 by the Jaguars,
We're winning
22 by the
games.
Texans injured.
We're winning games, though. You guys are fucking last in the division.
If
We're
we
winning
were play-
games.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude.
Like, I can't.
Our
Like,
schedule, you would not be. I'm sorry, bro, but like you're delusional, bro.
your schedule, there is no
You're-
team. All the teams in your division are 500. What do you mean? Like, the Cardinals have 4 L's. The Rams have 4 losses. The Niners have 4 losses. They're all injured.
Injuries.
Yes, they're all injured. And the Seahawks don't have that many injuries besides DK Metcalf missing. Who are you guys missing? Kenneth Walker's back. And when Kenneth Walker was gone, that was when you guys were winning games. Ever since he came back, you guys have been winning shit. And every other team in that division has injuries, and you're still losing. What do you mean?
That's not true. Okay, the Rams. This is the second game Rams have been healthy, and they've won 2 in a row. Okay, they get both of the receivers back. We lose ours. Okay.
Fair.
In
Week before,
the
Bills.
49ers
What about the Bills?
have DK, didn't have DK, and we made a bunch of offensive line mistakes. I said that.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The
And then the
defense
week
is still
before we-
shit. The offense doesn't matter when the defense can't fucking let up 20 points a game.
Scored 30 on everyone.
Exactly. But the thing is, it doesn't matter when your defense is still letting up fucking 2 touchdowns a game. Every game, you guys are fucking letting up a touchdown. And it's always
so are the
Reek
fucking
Willen.
Packers. So are the Packers.
Yeah, but we're winning games.
Oh, bro.
We're winning games. That's the difference.
Oh my
We're
god.
6
See?
and 3.
See, but this is stupid. That's your argument is retarded because you're saying the Seahawks are losing games because they're letting up 2 touchdowns. But we're winning games even though we're letting up 2 touchdowns.
Exactly.
So you're basically just saying your offense is better than ours.
Exactly.
The argument is not defense. The argument is offense.
We're better coached, and
This
we're
is
in
what
the,
I've been fucking saying.
we're in the
The
hardest
play
division
calling.
in the league. We're in the hardest division in the league, and we're still 6 and 3. You guys are in probably one of the worst divisions in the league. And
Are you slow?
the NFC, they're the
Worst
worst
divisions in the
They're
league.
the worst division in the NFC by far. And in the AFC, the only
they're not.
division. Yes, they are, buddy. Look at the other
See,
divisions.
stats don't mean everything, bro.
Oh my god! Commanders, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. That's better, way better. The Commanders and Eagles carry. NFC North's not even close. The NFC South, the Falcons are playing hella good. Maybe that's the only division
Okay, so
that's maybe
we're
better.
just gonna ignore. So we're just gonna ignore the NFC West has been injured all fucking year. You're saying a healthy
Yes.
NFC West is the worst division in the league.
No, I didn't say healthy. I just said they're the worst division in the league right now. I didn't say healthy. I just said they're the worst division in the league.
Okay, well you can't control fucking injuries. So like, what?
No, you
what's
can't.
your
But
argument?
you can take advantage of them, especially when the Rams are fucking awful. Their wide receiver one was Demarcus Robinson for the first 3 weeks of for the first like last 4 weeks besides the last 2. The Niners, who's their wide receiver one? Their wide receiver one is a guy that got shot fucking like 2 months ago.
Deebo Samuel.
is back from
It's
pneumonia.
Debo fucking Samuel.
He's back from pneumonia.
Yes. And he
When
played.
when you guys played him, he didn't fucking play. I doubt he played. I think he was still injured.
Slow? Are you slow?
That was a Jordan Mason Cook game.
Oh my god. We had to play fucking Ayuk. We had to play Ayuk. We had to play Jordan Mason, who was at the time the best fucking running back in the league.
Exactly.
Bro.
Shitty defense. It's facts. Just can't use you. Look
Whatever,
at the
dude.
stats.
We'll come back to it at the end of the year.
They're the worst fucking defense in the league, man. It's fucking sad to say.
But okay,
because
that's fine.
Regardless, the Rams do business. They're back. I think that they're a lock to win that division if the Niners can't come back from their injuries. Colts, Vikings. I mean, I don't really know what else to say besides. I don't know. They couldn't get the offense going. The Colts couldn't. They couldn't get the
Colts
offense.
are just ass.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. Like, they bench Anthony Richardson for Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco plays like Jets Joe Flacco, so he doesn't even throw for a touchdown, doesn't even get 200 yards. He throws one pick. Jonathan Taylor only had 13 attempts. They just could not get offense going. On the Vikings side of the ball, Sam Darnold doesn't have that good of a game, and the Vikings still take care of business. Justin Jefferson's going to go down as one of the best receivers of all time. I mark my words. I'm telling you.
Early.
It's a little early, but I think he's at least. Well, I can't even say in Vikings history because Vikings have so many stacked receivers in their history, but like, I don't think he's going to get to Moss level, but he's definitely going to be better than Chris Carter. So he's a dog.
Better than Stephon Diggs.
Vikings for the Vikings, yeah. Like, he's been way better than Diggs played for the Vikings. Diggs is great.
I'm just saying, like, all time though.
Like,
I don't think he's better than Diggs all time.
No, but he's a better
right now. Like, he probably will be.
No, yeah, he probably will be, but he's a better Viking than Diggs was. Like, Diggs,
yeah, I mean,
Diggs didn't really hit his peak till
he's in a better situation.
Bills, anyways. Yeah, didn't have Case Keenum throwing the ball. Bucks Chiefs. Look,
still had 100.
I hate the Chiefs. I hate that the Chiefs are undefeated. The worst 8-0 team I've ever seen in my life. But
they're really not, though. They're putting it together and winning. So,
but with players that, if you look at before the season starts on paper, this team is not good. Like, not supposed to be good. Sorry. Obviously, they're good because they're 8-0.
Yeah, but they. I mean, you could say that, but they have the best tight end of all time. They have a multiple-time 1,000-yard receiver. They have.
You just traded for. They were. They're all old. That's the problem. Like, they're all playing like prime fucking. Look, it just.
That's the thing. You're judging on paper their age, but you're not judging on paper their skill level.
I know, but I think Patrick, like, if it was a different quarterback under center, it'd be such a different story. And Patrick Mahomes isn't even having that good of a year, so he's just able to find.
So then that makes no sense.
And Kareem Hunt, like, fuck, this guy was on the bench, like, or on the couch 3 weeks ago, and now he's going to be on a team. Once Pacheco comes back, I don't know if the Chiefs keep him, but it's an interesting.
I mean, I don't know.
See. On the Bucs side,
maybe he goes to the Patriots or something.
On the Bucs side, I mean, with all the injuries they have, putting up 24 points against this and going to overtime against the Chiefs is great. Cade Otton's looking like a fucking tight end one, like. Based off how bad the tight end play has been this year, Cade Otton's picking up his game. Probably a top 5 tight end this year, to be honest, just because how poor tight end play has been. Like, I
mean, he's been great. Even if tight end play was good, like,
he's been really good.
He's still a top 5 tight end.
He's definitely filling the void of.
And tight end play hasn't been bad.
Okay, but like it hasn't been like last year. Like
It started off bad.
Yeah, I guess
No, last year was worse, bro.
Kelsey's
Last
back.
year, I mean,
Laporta's back, getting targets. Mark Andrews has been all right
no, Laporta's been shit. Let's be honest. Laporta's been shit.
for what he was supposed to be. Yeah.
Mark
Andrews hasn't been even on the best tight end on his
in
team.
general, he's been kind of shit.
Like Mark Andrews hasn't even been the best tight end on his team.
Old.
So, yeah.
Kittle's been great.
Yeah, Kittle. Thing is, I think Kittle is a really, really underrated because of his blocking. I don't think. No, it's just his blocking.
He's consensus like number 2.
This year, he's number 1 by far. Like he's the best tight end this year. His block.
No, Brock Bowers is the best tight end this year.
Yeah, for offensive production, I'm talking like tight end is not just about receiving. It's about blocking. It's about.
Well then you're stupid because Jonnu Smith exists.
Yeah. I had Jonnu Smith. That was funny watching him play.
So.
That
Jonnu
wraps
Smith
up.
is a goat.
That wraps up last week. You want to move into next week? Talk about spreads. We'll go over each matchup.
Yeah.
Let me just log in here. But Thursday night, it's Ravens Bengals in Baltimore. What are you thinking?
Bengals.
Bengals? That's it? Just Bengals?
Yep.
Got that down. Are you?
Bengals. Lamar Jackson is a little banged up, and the Bengals are on a roll. Both scored 40 points last week, but I think the Bengals will have T. Higgins back, I think, right? So
on this game,
give me the
Baltimore Ravens are favorites by 6 points. So obviously you have to score a touchdown to cover the spread. I'm going to take the Ravens here, but I'm going to say that they don't cover the spread here. I think it is going to be a close game, a lot closer than people think. I just think the Ravens can squeak it out, especially with a guy like Justin Tucker. So, yeah, I think the Ravens squeak out on this one by 3 or 4 points on Thursday night. Giants Panthers. This has to be the worst game I've ever seen in my life.
Dude.
Like this game is ass. No one's gonna watch this game.
I'll watch it.
I'm gonna pick the Panthers. The Giants are favorites by 5.5. I'm gonna say the Panthers do cover the spread here. If Andy Dalton plays, I think if Andy Dalton's back, I know they don't have weapons, but I think Xavier Legette is still.
Bryce Young's been better, dude. Like he's actually won games with them.
He had a bad start to a year ago, though. Not even gonna lie. A very, very
throwing
bad
picks,
start.
but like he's showing flashes.
I think he'll be a good.
Why would you trot out someone that's been injured?
Yeah, it's possible. It's like I'm curious who's
That's why I'm saying.
starter.
That's why I'm saying Panthers if Bryce Young plays.
If Bryce Young plays, if Dalton plays, they lose.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fuck, I'm going total opposite, but the Giants are the favorites by 5.5. I say the Panthers do cover the spread here. Bills Colts. Bills are favored by 4. I don't know why that one comes up first on the app, but I'll just jump down. I think the Bills smack the shit out of the Colts here. I think the Colts have a lot of internal issues that they have to figure out. Obviously, their quarterback decision is all up in the air still. And
the Bills.
Yeah, their defense has to pick it up a little bit, but Bills do play the Colts at the Loud House.
Cooper, so.
And I do say they do cover the spread here on -4. Patriots Bears.
I don't.
You don't think
Give me
so?
the Bears. Bears need to bounce back.
I am going to say the Bears. The Bears are
Cover
favorites.
the spread, but
Bears are favorites by 6. At -6, I'm going to say they don't pick them to cover the spread here, but Who knows?
I think they do.
I think they've got internal problems. I think this could be a trap game. I think the Patriots could steal this one.
Absolutely not. The Bears aren't falling 3 in a row. And Tyreek Stevenson is going to be off the team by the end of the week.
Regardless, I'm still going to pick
Per
the Bears.
sources.
Per sources. Vikings, Jags. The Vikings are favored by
Give me the
4
Jags.
points.
Well, yeah, give me the Jags.
I'm gonna pick,
I don't know. I'll come back to this.
I'm gonna pick the Vikings here.
'Cause,
I am gonna say they do cover the spread at -4. Look for Jefferson to score a touchdown this game. The Jags corners are absolutely terrible. You could even pick them for a 2+. If you're really feeling risky, but definitely he is. I think he is a lock for a anytime touchdown pick.
I don't think
In this game, just because of the defensive play calling that the Jags had issues with all year.
Give me the Jags. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and that favors the Jags.
Broncos Chiefs at Arrowhead on 1
Give me
p.m.
the
on
Chiefs.
Sundays. Dude, I'm picking the underdog. I'm picking the Broncos on this game. And hear me out, because I know the Chiefs are undefeated and blah, 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 blah. Broncos are known to, first of all, are known to beat the shit out of the Chiefs. They did last year. They did the year before.
Well, did they, though?
They beat the Chiefs like 32 to like 14 or something. Like it was a beating. It wasn't close last year against the Broncos.
Yeah, but yeah, that was last
And they
year.
were
But every
worse.
other game, it was like Chiefs. Like, okay, so 24-9, right? They won 24-9, the Broncos, and then they lost 19-8. Then they lost 27-24. Then they lost 34-28. Then they lost 28-24. And then they lost 22-9. And then they lost 22-16.
Okay.
And then they lost
Enough,
43-16.
enough.
And then they lost 23-3.
I'm still picking the Broncos.
They haven't won. Besides last year, they haven't won against the Chiefs since 2015.
The Chiefs are
You're
favorite.
still picking the Broncos?
I am still picking the Broncos. The Chiefs are favorites at -8.
That's crazy.
I don't see the Broncos winning by more than 8, but they definitely could squeak out of this one. I feel it. I feel like Bo Nix. Like I've been a Bo Nix hater all year, but
Yes.
yeah, I don't know. I think the Broncos can take this.
They've won 2 games in the past like 9 years, and you're going for them with a rookie quarterback.
Screw it.
Undefeated Chiefs.
Falcons.
If
Chiefs.
this happens, I'll be very shocked. Not a game I want to bet on.
I'm not an insider, but I'm insider. It's your line.
Give me the Saints.
The Saints. Well, I'm picking the Falcons. A lot of away teams I'm picking here.
Head coach will remember.
With
Every new
Marshawn
head coach.
Marshawn Lattimore being traded, I'm smacking a Drake London touchdown this game. Anytime. I think with
Smacking a Mooney touchdown.
or a Mooney, yeah. Honestly, you maybe even both. The Saints defense.
No, Pitts touchdown.
Even Pitts isn't
It's
even a
like
bad
plus
pick.
400.
Regardless, I think the Falcons, they could do some damage here, especially the in-division matchup. I think the Falcons could do some dirty. Niners, Bucks. This one's a lot closer than people think. The Niners are Commanders at -5. I'm taking the Bucks here. Give me the Bucks.
Niners, Christian McCaffrey's back.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck it. If McCaffrey's playing, I'm picking the Niners. I just like the Bucks. They've been putting up points regardless of their injuries. They've been able to get stuff done with Bucky Irving and Rashad White, which is crazy to me. But
That's been really good. Like, he's just not a big name, but he's been great.
underrated for sure. And Baker's the man.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders, Steelers. Fuck, this is a lot of away
Steelers.
teams. I'm picking the Steelers too. I love Jaden Daniels, but I think that's the Steelers defense, TJ Watt, the pressure is going to be too much. I think Jaden Daniels is going to get sacked like at least twice this game, 3 times possibly.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is that Jaden Daniels is probably the most mobile quarterback in the league, and he doesn't get sacked. So, yeah, I don't know what's going with that, but I don't think it's good. I just think with Mike Williams, I just think the Steelers are just going to be on one. But yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I'm picking the Steelers.
I don't think he's going to get sacked because he's too fast, but
it's possible. The Steelers are. Where is it? Steelers are the underdogs to plus 2.5. Definitely close, but I'm still picking the Steelers. Titans Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers. I don't think it's really close here. The Chargers are favorites. Why is everything all over the place? They are minus 7.5 favorites. They are gonna cover this spread. Almost a lock to cover this spread. I know that Titans defense is good, which does scare me a little bit, but I just think the Chargers run game.
Not gonna cover the spread, but they're gonna win.
I'm still picking the Chargers. Yeah, you're a Chargers team. You're picking the Chargers too here.
But give me the Titans to cover the spread.
Okay. Jets Cardinals. The fact that the Jets are underdogs in this game is actually very surprising to me. They're
first in the division, so
they are +1 on this game. I'm picking the Jets, and they are going to cover this fucking spread big time.
If you pick them to win, they're obviously going to cover the spread if they're +1.
Yeah. Like they're gonna even if the spread is +4, even if the spread's +4, they're gonna cover the spread. Like this Jets defense or the Cardinals defense is not going to be able to hold Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams. So if you're looking for another anytime touchdown pick, one of the two of them, probably Garrett Wilson's been more probable because of the favorable coverage.
I wouldn't. I'd stay away from this game. This game might be 10-3.
Yeah, it's possible.
Me personally,
could be a squeezer.
Me personally, I'm staying away from this game.
If you're smacking the over, or you're picking an anytime touchdown pick, you're picking Saquon or Jalen Hurts on the Eagles on this game. They are going to win. They are going to cover the spread. They are going to smack the shit out of the Cowboys, and it's not going to be close. Saquon's going to do Saquon things. And with Cooper Rush under center.
Every time you've picked these games, give me the Cowboys.
Dude, Cooper Rush under center.
Because every time you pick the Cowboys games, you're wrong. So
I know,
just give me the Cowboys.
But
Cooper Rush doesn't lose, so just give me Cooper Rush on the boys. And even if Trey Lance plays, give me Trey and the boys.
I'm picking the Eagles, and they're going to cover the spread. Lions Texans. Now, this is a trap game for me. Lions are the best team in football, but they got to lose at some point, and it's going to be to this. It's going to be the Texans.
They've lost.
Yeah, I know they've lost one game, but
they don't have. The Texans don't have anyone. I mean, maybe Nico's back. But
if Nico's actually, oh yeah, that's right. Nah, I'm picking the Lions. There's too many away teams. I don't like picking all the away teams. But the away teams are just better this week. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to pick the Lions. Lions at -3.5. They are covering that spread. And yeah.
Give me the Texans if Nico plays.
Dolphins, Rams on Monday night. This one's tough.
Give me the Dolphins.
This one's tough.
There's no way the Dolphins win. Just remember that. Earlier in the podcast, you said the Rams is not a winnable game for the Dolphins.
I did say that. So I guess I have to pick the Rams here. I'm going to pick the Rams. The spread is -2.5. So I do think they cover the spread.
Rams
just
lose,
by
so
3.
It doesn't matter.
By 3, I think they cover the spread. So I am going to actually enter 3 points that they win by here. And yeah, that's the picks. Do you want to build a parlay here?
Yeah, I'll do a quick parlay. So, lose parlays, the segment of all segments. Okay.
I can give you
I would
odds here.
say-
I'll give you odds here for actually. I don't have any odds for touchdown scores besides the Thursday night game, but I do have over under odds here. So
give me. Let's see. Travis Kelce to score a touchdown.
okay, I don't have odds for that yet, but
That's a lock. So Travis Kelce touchdown. Give me a Amon-Ra over on yards and touchdown. And then give me
over what? Sorry, I don't have
yards and touchdowns.
I don't have any individual player odds.
No, you don't have the odds.
No, I don't have individual player odds. I only have game odds because they haven't released
So
it
this,
yet, 'cause it's
whenever
still
this
early in the week.
activates, just bet this, okay? So J.K. Dobbins anytime touchdown, Kelsey anytime touchdown, Amon-Ra over on yards, and then Kamara anytime touchdown. That's the 4-leg parlay.
4-leg. All right, I'm gonna build just a
Parlay.
full anytime touchdown parlay for myself. So this is strictly just touchdown scores, no over unders, just touchdown scores. Derrick Henry at minus 300 does scare me a little bit. That will bring down your odds. Obviously, he is pretty much a lock to score every game. But regardless,
You even bet that. Don't bet that. That's
no.
stupid.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if the odds were lower, I would smack that. But yeah, I think a Darnell Mooney anytime touchdown or a. I think we talked about this a little before. I would take Drake London personally on the anytime against the Saints.
No. Continue your bet against the Seahawks defense, bro.
I'm going to. I haven't got there yet.
Next week.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
they don't play
yeah.
this week.
They're on a bye. You're lucky.
I'm out rested and win 6 in a row.
So so Drake London against the Saints. I said this before. Justin Jefferson against the Jags. You can even throw in a 2+ if you feel confident. But I would just stick with a single for Justin Jefferson. I stay absolutely away from the Steelers. Any Steelers games. Their defense is pretty much a lock to like less than 14 points scored against. So I stay absolutely away from that. I am going to agree with you. I am going to go Travis Kelce touchdown
Not, though.
against the Broncos. I think that is. I think that's a safe pick, and then
One touchdown, so.
And then I would pick Saquon Barkley anytime against the Cowboys. The odds are probably really high on that. If you'd rather sub out, you could also switch to a Breece Hall touchdown against the Cardinals. I think that's also not that bad of a pick. I would stay away from the Texans. I would stay away from the Dolphins. I would stay away from the Bears. I'd stay away from those kind of teams that haven't been producing offensively.
Actually, if Nico plays, give me Nico over on yards too.
Add a 5-leg there. I think that's doable.
Yeah, 5-leg.
I think that's doable.
And you've been doing touchdowns, and I've been doing touchdowns, so I'll add another yards.
Yeah, I think Puka or Cooper Kupp over on yards isn't a bad pick either against the Dolphins.
No, I don't like it. I would because it can fluctuate.
Yeah, it would just be the opposite of who's not getting guarded by Jalen Ramsey.
It's 50-50. No, I don't even think it's Jalen Ramsey. I just think it's whoever they want to go to more.
Yeah, it's possible. Only one of them will do it, I think. But we'll see. I'm not going to... You can take your chance.
Stay away from the Browns.
But, yes, stay away from the Browns.
The Rams, sorry.
Stay away from the Browns. Stay away from
Browns
the Cowboys.
too, yeah. But
stay away from the Saints. Stay away from the Jags. Those are teams you stay away from this week.
oh, you know what? You can throw in another leg. And anytime touchdown.
ETN?
Yeah. I'm gonna replace that with JK. So I'm gonna go ETN anytime touchdown, Nico over on yards, Kelsey anytime, Amon-Ra over on yards, and Lamar and who else did I say?
I think
I'm missing something.
If anybody's gonna score a touchdown on the Jags, if they do score, a
and
touchdown,
Kamara
will be ETN. But stay away from the Jags receivers by all means. Do not pick any of them, and absolutely stay away from any yardage picks for Trevor Lawrence because that is also a red flag. I think
right in the under.
Yeah, hit the under. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap things up for this episode. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Not a super long episode this week, but getting the shit done. Talking about a little bit of trades. Talking about obviously Lattimore going to the Commanders. I think we touched a little bit on that.
Mike Williams going to the Steelers.
Mike Williams going to the Steelers. I think that's just a depth pickup for them. Wide receiver 3. But yeah,
this guy's true colors of how much he hates the Seahawks.
yes.
It's okay. Haters are my biggest motivators.
Look. I do not hate the Seahawks because I don't hate the Seahawks.
Do.
No, I don't.
You just hate Reek Woolen.
I think Reek Woolen is way overrated, and I think Geno Smith is way overrated. Like, I think changes need to happen.
Geno is underrated.
Changes need to. I think Sam Howell should start next week. I really do, or the week after.
You're delusional.
He leads the league in interceptions. It's just.
He leads the league in fucking yards. It's play calling. I'm telling you, it's Mike McDaniel. It's not Geno.
Blame whoever you want to blame, but they're not winning games. So it's. We'll see how the week after this.
It's anyone's division. We needed a week to get healthy and rested, and we'll be back and we'll be good. And with 10 wins. Mark my.
All right. Well, thanks y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Thursday as usual. And yeah, we'll see ya.